What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a splendid night. I know we are certainly doing our best. Wanted to pop on here and just kind of see what's good with everybody. We're getting a consistent group, man. You guys rode with me last night until I don't even know how late, man. It was a great time, great conversation. So figured I'd pop back over here and see what we can do. Um, I need to find out whoever the winner was for the new alternate winner for the day 11 bundle because it still isn't claimed. I said I was going to give it away today, but I feel bad because I didn't have a lot of time today. And I didn't make like a dedicated post on the YouTube. So probably give them one more day. And I guess we'll go from there. I'll ask my wife what she wants me to do. She's really unbiased, so it's really kind of nice. Anyways, man, AK, definitely hope you're doing well tonight, buddy. I know you said you had some stuff going on, so hope that everything is great with the fam, as good as it can be. We did the other podcast this morning, or this afternoon. We just I guess it was 6 p.m. this evening. I woke up super late, so my time, and I usually work nights. Everything's all messed up. So we did the Honest Car Care podcast tonight after the failure of episode 1. I just wanted to be an open book and talk to you guys about that experience, the progress that we've had so far, any questions you guys may or may not have about Honest Car Care. We are having a great time testing different products, and it's been a pretty cool experience to this point. But yeah, there's still some people that have some reservations about the Honest Car Care thing. They don't maybe understand the concept. They want to see kind of some more results. And hold on, first from Puerto Rico is a wepa. That's my guy, man. I love the small Puerto Rican following that we've gained so far. It's been really cool to see us kind of breaking outside those cultural norms. And, I really love the support that we've had from that community. Tons of car enthusiasts and stuff there. And we're doing our best to supply them and do everything we can to support Auto Care Genius and my related Puerto Rican family. So it's been really cool. But I think the term also is Boricua, I always mess it up. Boricua. There we go. I got it somewhere in me. But yeah, man, we had a great night. Chrissy and I had a chance to really catch up and talk. It'd been a couple days. We were both kind of grinding away and just trying to deal with that video that popped out. So kind of what happened, the way that we were recording everything, just because of our unique situation, her being in Cali, kind of the first thing with that podcast was, well, it wasn't even supposed to be a podcast. The first episode, the first thing that happened was we had kind of put together a concept for the first video, because this is what we're dealing with a little bit is most of us before kind of winter break were only free to detail together on the weekends. Bro, I appreciate you guys spreading the site out at detailshop.com. But anyways, yeah, we're only free to build, or we're really only free to detail on the weekends together because by the time she gets home from school, it's usually about 6 or 7. And, that's 10 p.m. my time. So there's no time physically because of the time difference. And then the suns go down here about 4:30 or 5. So the initial concept was that I was going to kind of detail and test some products, and she was going to kind of react, and then we were going to kind of swap halfway through, and then she was kind of do the same. We ended up, Armor Detail Supplies over on the IG. What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well. It's been a pleasure. I just want to shout out, if they're still on here, they did something very unexpected. I was doing a giveaway. I went and bought their product with my own money, no problem. And they saw that I gave their foam cannon away, and they went ahead and credited my account. I saw the credit on the PayPal, so and they messaged me. So Bradley over there at Armor Detail Supply, appreciate you. Pretty impressive move there. So anyways, guys, yeah, we just were still trying to put it together. We're trying to put together exactly what we wanted. I would say that I'm not the best at focusing. We all have our own hello from Texas, guys. We all have our strengths, and mine's sometimes not being organized. So we were kind of, what do you want the first product to be? What do you want it to be? And I think we both finally landed, as you can see by the title here, we landed on wheels and tires. That's kind of one of the strengths that she has. But even that kind of started, there's difficulties with that too, because it's like I trust her wholly to detail and whatever her strength is, and I think she trusts me the same way. Ended up sending sent a lot of samples and a few products over there. I already had some good samples, and it just so happened that I didn't know like necessarily the preference. So some of the stuff that I'd sent was like some hydrofluoric acids and some more caustic degreasers and stuff like that. And unfortunately, um, that just wasn't something that we ended up wanting to use, just because we kind of decided like halfway through buying those products and sending them over that we kind of wanted a little bit, obviously a safer and caustic free and health hazard free experience. So now it's kind of like a waste of time, and then it kind of limited us on like what we could do together. We did have that one cleaner that we tried out, and it had some good parts, it had some bad parts. We noticed that it cleaned really well on coated wheels, but as far as being touchless on uncoated wheels, we did not see that. So that kind of set us back a little bit. I ended up testing like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 different. Now it's been like 6 or 7 different products at this point. So we're going to continue doing that test. I think tomorrow I'll just launch like a full YouTube video. That way everybody has a fair chance at kind of checking it out. And I think it should be a pretty good one. I got to get the garage cleaned up. It's like kind of the normal story. I'll get it cleaned up and then the kids tear it up. And with the winter season and the whatever, so we are really needing to invest in probably some sort of shed here to try to get the kids' toys in there. But I want to do obviously something very nice because I don't like bugs, snakes, and the back of our house is on like a little bit of a lake. Yeah. That's good. So he's saying that Carlos Serrano showed us a new wheel and tire cleaner he tested for almost a year. Um, yeah. And he's saying that you can use it on engine, wheel wells, undercarriage. And that's the thing too, is me and her are kind of trying to figure out, okay, how versatile do we want it to be? Because there's so many different negative connotations about building something with versatility. Because unfortunately, a lot of people say, well, if it's good at everything, then it's not good at one thing, or it's going to limit your reach there. So we are continuing to, like I said, fine tune everything. If it's from the company Topstar, maybe that's somebody we reach out to. Yeah, like I said, it's. I don't think that we won't be successful because the goal is to give back to charity. It's just that there's a lot of, I wouldn't say like bureaucracy. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's hard to move at other people's pace. I don't even know if that's the right word, because like Jamie and Eddie have like basically been gloves off, but I think it's a very brand new and unique concept. And I think there's also a little bit of trepidation on some of the people who try to partner with, because it's like, oh, they're asking for something for free, but we're offering to completely pay just as like anybody would for any chemicals. We're not expecting anything in return. We want to test out these different products. And then however they normally would partner with somebody, like whatever that full fee is cool. With the one exception, we've asked, like, can we come to your guys' area? Do you already have some benefit programs? Would you be interested in doing more of a public kind of partnership? So that's some of it. And then it's not even the fact that like people get back to us or whatever, but it's just a matter of this season that we're in right now. And I think that's been part of the part that's been really tough. It's been the holiday season. So there's so many people now that are messaging us and being like, oh, sorry we weren't able to get back to you. You know, it's just dealing with Christmas, and people have lives like outside of this, and we completely respect that, and we have our own lives too. So it's been pretty cool. Um, and like I said, there's already so many cleaners on the market, and it's just like, how do we stand out? What do we do? Um, so that's kind of where we're at. I think I'm gonna go run over to Walmart once we pop off of here, and um, I'm not sure what CCC Road is. Sorry, bud. But yeah, just wanted to pop on and just kind of give some final thoughts, and then let you guys know to expect a full video just dedicated, hopefully like once a week or so, to the personal channel here. And then kind of what we're going to move into, I think, with Honest Car Care is just kind of reacting to those different videos, maybe pulling some clips that talk about things briefly, and just kind of going from there. It's been a cool experience to this point, and we hope to continue to um, get you guys some good updates and stuff like that. So I mean, Black Knight Detailing. If you're close enough to Aiken, dude, we should probably be kicking it, bro. Yeah, but the thing is, it's kind of a great time to purchase products, because if they do freeze, or there is any type of product like that, that's definitely a consideration, because you know we don't want that to happen to our customers. So they should be certainly kept in some temperature controlled environments, and then when they're shipped, if they're coming from the north or going to transit through the north, hopefully there is some sort of thought that's kind of went through in regards to that. But yeah, I mean, some products are just, they're going to freeze. They're going to do kind of a lot of different things. So okay, well yeah, man. It's If you know some people our way, man, just keep me posted, and we'll continue to go from there. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to. We've got, I think, some good cleaners on the way, and I'm definitely looking forward to the future. Um, so we've got about 12 people total. We got 6 on Facebook, 6 over here on YouTube. We've got another 2 over on Instagram. Kind of, what are you guys seeing out there? I'm just curious. I always try to audit the public. Like, what do you guys want to see from me? What can I do better? There's a lot of questions when we do the Thor podcast in regards to me, and kind of why I'm here. And one of the things that was questioned essentially was, you know, that I'm not part of the Thor community, and I don't know their products and all this different stuff. And I can just say, well, I'm not ashamed to not be a part of the Thor community. I think it speaks volume that I have kind of still made it to this point and not been that guy. But the thing is, it's not just them. It's not like I've been Sam's Purified Drinking Water, supporter or some other brand. I just kind of kept to myself, blend down my own stuff. We really ticked back detailing quite a bit, as it is anyways. As I transitioned from the military, and I needed to spend that time either with a family or moving or doing whatever. So, you know, yeah, but everybody knows, like, I've used a lot of kind of gallon size stuff, or uh, products from O'Reilly, and my list of products that I use is usually pretty low, and really hadn't done a whole lot of pointed videos or series on products. That's just not the type of stuff. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Still trying to learn and still trying to do what I need to do. But, I just want to continue to try to be an open book and answer people's questions. There was guys in the chat that were, pushing the buttons and definitely like, oh, he's going to go cry in his car. Like, no, I'm not. I'm very happy that I've been able to make it to this point. And there's certainly things that'll make me cry. And I don't think that makes me anything other than me, dude. I mean, if you think that makes me soft, cool. Like that's your perspective. I am not afraid to show emotion. I'm not afraid to just be me, and that's who I'll always be. I've never had to change for anybody, and I will certainly toe the line when it comes to respecting that I represent a chemical company now. So you're not going to see, these aggressive campaigns or anything like that in regards to other chemical companies because right now I'm focused on my own, right? I'll still do my thing over on TikTok, or if a company that's small wants to see me review their product, I'm certainly going to take the time to make sure and do that because that's what we've always done with our channel. Ever since we were blessed enough to have the following, we've continued to try to amplify different small businesses or chemical companies in the best way that we could. So, and then also, I need to get rid of this automation. I do apologize. Yeah, and I'm definitely satisfied, man. Like I said, I'm super proud of like the thing that we're building. I'm super proud of my son's recent admiration for detailing and everything that we're doing. I'm very happy to continue expanding things with the business, but I'm only one person. I think one person had asked me when I first started everything with Honest, how will I do everything? And the reality is, there's not a way that I can. And you guys have seen me take a step back when it comes to content, maybe the short form and stuff like that, just because I can't. There's only so many hours in the day, and there's so many days where I go to sleep and I fall asleep editing a video, or can't hold my eyes open, and I finally roll over, and that's just what we've been trying to do, and that's what we've done for a while now. And I will be in a period of likely not having a job for some time, and I'm hoping during that time I can try to really give it a go when it comes to the social media thing, give even more of my time to Honest and everything. I don't know how I could do much more, but me and Christy are working around the clock to try to make sure you guys have some good stuff. And it's there's so much fear, man, because I feel like the bar is set so high, not just because of the quality detailing people and chemicals that are over at the House of Rags, but certainly uh, just because the expectations are that we're gonna fail, or I feel like the expectations are, or at least with me through that audience, are that like whatever we make is going to be terrible. So I certainly hope that it just blows people away and that they're happy with it. But the one thing that everybody needs to understand is that our product is going to be made with a certain customer in mind, and whatever customer that develops into, you just have to take into consideration, is that product good enough for that person, right? So if we come to an agreement that the first product we want to make is for, let's say, a Walmart partnership or something like that, you know, probably 4 to 1 is going to be the dilution that we're at, and I can't speak to that directly because Chrissy's not here, but we've talked about like how your partner plays a huge part into kind of what your capabilities are as a brand. We talked today about acid. You're not going to find a hydrofluoric acid wheel cleaner on the shelves anywhere for detailing at Walmart. So that product, if we had created a really good one, would be completely eliminated. Yeah, I love what he says here. He says, there's not a single company that has all the best products, and you're certainly right, right? Like there's so many products to choose from, and the best is so relative. I hope that we have a couple that are really, really good, and I hope more than anything that we're able to convey the amount of work that we're both putting in, because it is fairly massive what we're doing. I mean, it's another full time job. So, and shout out to like everybody in this chat right now, everybody that's been writing, dude. You guys aren't just supporting the channel, you guys are supporting the business. It was a real pleasure. We've been waking up and just seeing you guys go to thatdetailshop.com, make different purchases. You guys encouraged me to finally put out my Chelsea collaboration. If you guys didn't see that, let's see if we can pop that out right here. So we'll show that. So that's kind of what that looks like there. And then we'll go ahead and hide this right here. That right there is the TDS loyalty for, I know it seems crazy, but November. That was something that Chelsea from Attention to Details of Chelsea requested because she needed something to remind her that she needs to wear gloves. And it's been really, really cool to have that experience and be able to make something for her. So that was really cool. So we'll leave that up for a little bit. But yeah, that's what we did last night. We were up on the live for, I think it was 2.5 hours. And I just walked everybody through kind of creating this product and getting it uploaded. And we were also kind of letting everybody have a couple extra moments to do the sell. It was buy two and get one free. So we've kind of ended that at this point, but nothing wrong with that. We'll have some other sales in the future, I'm sure, but that's kind of what we're looking to do. And we're just going to keep trying to take care of you guys. We are potentially looking to do completely free shipping. It's just kind of challenging with some of the products I have. I don't know that it will ever be able to do completely free shipping, but I'll try to do like basically free shipping by bringing down the threshold, let's say to $15, because it just doesn't make sense to ship, let's say, because I have a couple items that are like $4.99, $6.99. If I give you free shipping on those, essentially they're free. Like, essentially, I'm giving you products away for free, which I do way too much already. So, man, yeah, I struggle with the glove thing also. So I probably need to get one of these ordered for myself. Just so you guys know too, the process of the t-shirts and stuff. We'll come up with a concept, however we can, using graphic designing tools, Canva. You guys watched me last night develop something on Canva, and then when I feel like I can't get what I want, then I send it off to a graphic designer that I've been working with for years. They send it back. We'll approve it, make some sort of iteration, and then just kind of go through that whole process. Once that's done, we have to upload it through Printful. Printful is a print-on-demand service. So what that means is I'm not pressing these here at the house. I'm not making these here at the house. These are essentially print on demand, and it's for a few reasons. A lot of times when people go in on a clothing brand or something like that, and it's their main focus, super cool thing to do, right? But the problem is, like, this is not my main focus. I don't expect people to start running and buying t-shirts by the dozens, right? If they want to, cool. If they don't, cool. But I don't want to have 50 t-shirts sitting around and all these different sizes. It's one of those things that's kind of done to save the environment. That's one of the mission statements that Printful has, and I think that's really cool. So that's where we're at. Saves us money, saves you money, because I don't have to deal with a whole bunch of like just lost products. We've had a couple of shirts that just like were average, but I think for the most part, you guys have been pretty happy with our monthly offering that kind of comes out, and like it. So yeah. Man, it's pretty smart to use those wristbands to catch all that sweat. Yeah. For me, it is so tough, especially in the summertime here. It's like 110 degrees. So I'll get some shirts and stuff, or I'll get some fans and stuff going on the inside of the car. And we'll just crush it from there. Um, Ronnie looks like he got his order today, so I'd encourage you to share that experience, man. Hopefully we got everything packed in there. The winter time was like super crazy, and with the holidays, and yeah. Yeah, the TV's trying to catch up, bro. They're onto your games. But yeah, dude, I'll stay on here for let's say another 4 to 5 minutes, and whatever questions you guys have, whether it's about detailing, whether it's about thatdetailshop.com, my own personal channels, Honest Car Care, where we're at. I'm hoping that, like I said, I can get a video going tomorrow, test the products, and then maybe we'll go live on TikTok tomorrow, just because we haven't done that in a while, and I really feel like I'm neglecting those guys over there, but it's kind of where we're at. What's going on, Chad? Once again, sorry for the automation there. You know what? I keep saying I'm going to turn it off. I tried last night and I got tired and went to bed. I forget how to even do it because I was experimenting, and I think right now it's just a little too sensitive. So let me see if we can get into that automation real quick, bud, and we'll get that turned off. Hopefully, it's good for what it is, but it kind of goes off a little bit too much. I've got the trigger words in there a little bit too broad. Yeah, I appreciate you being reasonable about it. It goes off so much, I don't even think it gets the point across. So, all right, cool. Let's go to see. It would probably be under like automation or tools. Let's see. Hmm. No, I have not heard summertime supply. Hmm. Man, dude, I'm still trying to figure it out real quick, guys. So I do appreciate the patience. Okay, so I'm on Meta. I wonder if it's not there, then maybe. Hmm. But yeah, if you guys need anything else, just let me know. Like I said, I'll be here for just a little bit longer. I really want to make myself get that automation out there because I feel like it's just too much right now. Let's see. Wow, dude, Facebook is so crazy. So I did 1.3 million views from 6 December to January 2nd. I didn't even know I had any videos that did well. But yeah, geez, dude, we are really going nuts over there. My goodness, dude. I don't know if that's like per video or what the heck's going on, but we had a huge spike on the 28th of December. I don't even know what the hell video I put out. It's nuts. Yeah, dude, I want to get the Walmart because I need a couple spray bottles so I can send some product, split some product with Christy for testing this week. Yeah, you're probably right. Content goes, engagement, comments. Fudge. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, it's super frustrating, guys. Oh man, you try something like something popped up, and I was like, all right, this would be cool, dude. You but yeah, dude, I'll see you, Trav. Um, man, dude. Okay, so it's not there. It's not any of these tools. Man. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I am certainly doing my best, but we are kind of fizzling right now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pop off here, guys. If you don't have any more questions, it's kind of a more boring stream, but we do continue to appreciate the support. We got a ton of new products on the way. We got a lot of new concepts on the way. So definitely looking forward to continuing to serve this community that we're building out here. And more than anything, I just want to say thank you guys for the support, for the everything that you guys do. Everybody here in this chat, you guys are the real ones. Almost everybody I think here that's commenting has supported the store in some way, and that's just an amazing feeling. My wife actually told me today. She said, "You're gonna have to stop doing those lives." So we're doing our thing, man. But anyways, I love you guys. You guys should have my number. Feel free to reach out to me on any channel anytime you need to. Okay, yeah, we got two really good questions. So it says, have you and Christy decided on what brand of bottles for your future products, and then what sprayer heads? We are going to be using. We don't have a brand of bottles. As far as sprayer heads, we're going to use either something like Yum and Garage Therapy use, or once again, that's one of those things that depends on the product, it depends on the customer, it depends on the partner, because if we have full concentrates, we wouldn't even probably sell it with sprayers, unless our partner's like a Walmart or a big retail store or something like that, a distributor, because I think you probably have to sell everything with a sprayer head there. But we definitely do not want to get messed up, gross, cheap sprayers. So whatever we get, it's going to be tested. It's going to be high quality. It's going to be good stuff. And then I would love to tell you about Happiness Bag. So Happiness Bag Incorporated is a facility in obviously the United States, in Terre Haute, Indiana, that helps people with mental and physical disabilities. I had an uncle that had a disability, and that's what connected me kind of to that network of people. I had a few people there that decided that they were going to babysit for me when I was a small child, and through that community, I was kind of raised, and some of those people turned into parents for me, essentially. And there's never an official adoption, but there's some of the people there that are part of that community that I consider parents. Just leave it at that. And that is kind of where my passion is for that, outside of just the amazing work that they do at Happiness Bag. And I really try to dedicate my first year in business here at thatdetailshop.com to give back as much as possible. And I'm very proud of the progress that they've made as an organization. And I'm very proud of kind of what we were able to do to try to aid them. And we are currently building their website. Hopefully, we'll have the first iteration out in March, and then we'll just keep going from there. So if you guys ever have any questions about Happiness Bag, all you have to do is find my link in bio. You guys click that, and I usually try to keep some updated links there so you guys can continue following the story of all the amazing things that they're doing there. Retails usually sell RTU, so that would make sense to have sprayers on their products. Concentrates don't need a sprayer. Yep, that's kind of where I'm going at, right? And then also there are some like prosumer products that are kind of in between, and then it just depends on what they are. I hope that we do both. I hope that we have RTU and I hope that we have concentrates, to be completely honest. That would be the best of both worlds. I think that would set us prosumer to pro instead of, let's say, consumer to prosumer. That's where I hope that we fall. But once again, without being the guy with the wallet in that situation, we are here to test the products, set the certain criteria. Our criteria for wheel and tire cleaner is 5-1 in a bottle, 10-1 in a foam sprayer. And that's where our benchmark is. So if a product cannot effectively clean at those levels, it gets thrown out, and then we kind of rack and stack from there and decide where we want to go. So, anyways, fellas, it's been real. Ladies, if we have them in here, it's been real. I love you guys very much. I truly mean that, and I'll continue to keep working for this community until I can't. So love you guys very much, and I will talk to you soon. And if you don't see a post for me about day 11 giveaway, it's coming. So just bear with me. I got to find out how to spell that dude's name and everything. So hopefully tomorrow we will either send that to that fella or we'll have another live real quick and we'll be able to give that away.